Kendall Jenner owns an $8.5 million mansion in Beverly Hills with a bathtub that costs more than your car. And that's just one of the ridiculous ways she spends her millions. She might not be as flashy as her sisters, no billion-dollar beauty scandals, no Kris Jenner PR stunts that we know of, but don't let the low-key aesthetic fool you. When Kendall spends, she spends. Like, you ever feel so stressed that you need a break on a yacht? No? Couldn't be me either. But Kendall, different tax bracket. If she's gonna soak up the sun, it's happening on a massive floating palace with endless champagne and a view that makes the rest of us question our life choices. While in Miami for Art Basel, she decided the best way to unwind was to chill on the SS Group, a yacht that's basically an A-list celebrity Airbnb. Hailey Bieber, Bella Hadid, they've all been on it. Renting this bad boy costs between $10,000 and $20,000 per week, which for context is what some people pay for a car. Meanwhile, Kendall's using that kind of money to sip cocktails and read books on a floating mansion. But hey, maybe she needed the break, because back home, she's got a lot to flex. Kendall lives in Mulholland Estates, a neighborhood that sounds so exclusive it might reject your application just for blinking wrong. This is the same place where DJ Khaled and Christina Aguilera have mansions, so you already know it's not some cute little starter home. Her Spanish-style estate used to belong to billionaire Tom Gores before it was passed around like a game of celebrity real estate hot potato, eventually landing in Kendall's hands for $8.5 million. Naturally, it comes with a pool, spa, tennis court, movie theater, and a playground, because you never know when you might need to swing between business meetings. Also, fun fact, the house used to belong to Charlie Sheen. Yes, that Charlie Sheen. Meaning this mansion has seen some things, but don't worry, Kendall saged the place, we think. And then there's her starter home. At 18, when most of us were trying to figure out how to budget for ramen and Wi-Fi, Kendall casually bought a $1.39 million condo in Westwood, LA. She later sold it for $1.4 million, barely making a profit. But let's be honest, this wasn't about flipping homes, it was about flexing. Even with all these mansions, Kendall and her ex-boyfriend Ben Simmons decided they needed a summer rental, because clearly one estate wasn't enough. They dropped $25,000 a month on a place in Beverly Grove, featuring 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a giant pool, and a spa. For $300 grand a year, I better wake up with room service, a life coach, and daily motivational pep talk from Oprah herself. But when you're living like a queen, you might as well bathe like one too. And Kendall does. How do we know? Well, there was this time Courtney was casually flexing on IG when she accidentally revealed something insane in Kendall's house. A gold bathtub. Imagine soaking in $10,000 worth of 24-karat elegance like you're Cleopatra reincarnated. Meanwhile, most of us out here are hoping our water pressure is strong enough to rinse shampoo out of our hair. I know it doesn't sound that way, but Kendall does have a budget. She just doesn't believe in sticking to it. She worked with celebrity interior designer Martin Lawrence Bullard to design her home, and when she realized she had money left over, she decided to spend $52,000 on a couch. Imagine spending 52 grand on a couch, like a literal couch. Not on rent, not a car, a couch. And not just any couch, a boa sofa from the international luxury brand Edra. It's purple, blue, and looks like a gigantic overpriced cinnamon roll. I just know guests at her house are scared to sit on it. And when she's not buying overpriced home items, she's buying horses? Kendall felt lonely as a kid because apparently Kim and Kylie had all the friends. So instead of joining a club or, I don't know, making friends like every other high, she spent all her time at the stables. And now she owns 2 European warm blood mares named Belle and Dylan. These $30,000 horses are living their best life. And let's not forget, boarding them costs up to $14,000 per year. Remember when you were a kid and begged your parents to take you to Six Flags? Yeah, well, Kendall doesn't just go to any amusement park. She rented out the entire Magic Mountain for her birthday. She invited 40 to 50 friends and had all the roller coasters to themselves. Imagine pulling up and realizing that no one else is allowed in. That's real main character energy. And in case you're wondering, this little flex cost at least $100,000. Just another day in Kardashian Jennerland. But seriously, what's with all these purchases if you don't have a car collection to match? Kendall's car lineup is the stuff of dreams. First, there's a Lamborghini Urus, because apparently soccer moms need 657 horsepower and a $200,000 price tag to get to practice. But let's be real, Kendall isn't hauling kids. She's just flexing. And this is just the warm-up. Next, we have the Ferrari 488 Spider, coming in at a casual $280,000. This thing goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds, faster than any of us can find our keys in the morning. But here's where it gets hilarious. Kendall only got this after borrowing Kylie's Ferrari 458 Italia and deciding, yeah, I need my own. But when she got to the dealership, she fell in love with a Ferrari Spider instead. So naturally, she FaceTimed Kylie, and within minutes, Kylie was at the dealership buying the same car. Yes, these two casually bought sports cars like they were getting iced coffee. Next is her $330,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith. which she didn't buy. She got as a gift for her 21st birthday. Most people get a shot at tequila and bad decisions. Kendall, she gets a luxury car straight out of a Bond movie. Oh, and there's her 1957 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, a classic beauty worth over $100,000. And the madness continues. She also has a $2.5 million Bugatti Veyron, a $500,000 Mercedes SLR McLaren, a $200,000 Audi R8, and because one Ferrari wasn't enough, she also owns a Ferrari SF90 Stradale. At this point, if Kendall wants to start her own Formula One team, she absolutely could. And while we're on insane spending habits, according to Caitlyn Jenner, Kendall and her sister Kylie spent between $300,000 and $400,000 per month on security. That's $3.6 to $4.8 million a year just to make sure they don't get mobbed at Starbucks. Now, you know how drunk decisions usually involve texting your ex or crying over karaoke and pizza with friends? But Kendall, she's got a lip tattoo that says meow. And here's the funny thing, she doesn't even know why she chose it. And to top it off, the tattoo studio she went to has a $1,000 minimum charge. Imagine paying $1,000 to permanently write that on your face. But hey, at least it's hidden, right? I mean, it's not like she woke up with a giant forehead tattoo. Now that would have been a different story. If you're wondering what someone who walks the runways of Paris, Milan, and New York wears in real life, let me tell you. It's not the same Zara jeans the rest of us are rocking. Kendall's wardrobe is dripping in luxury, and the price tags, they'll have you rethinking all your life choices. Let's start with one of her most iconic looks, her 2018 Met Gala off-white jumpsuit. This wasn't just fashion, it was a $100,000 masterpiece that basically screamed, yeah, I have expensive taste in the bank account to match. Then there's her sheer Versace gown from Cannes, worth over $50,000. Some dresses make a statement. This one made a lifestyle declaration. We also have her $60,000 Balmain dress from Paris Fashion Week, a Ralph & Russo ball gown worth $150,000, which had enough layers of tulle to cover a small village, and her archival Givenchy couture dress from the 1999 fall collection, worn at the 2024 Met Gala, which had $100,000 beads and took 500 hours to make. Because no outfit is complete without jewelry and accessories, let's look at what Kendall's working with. First, the $1 million orange diamond necklace from Tiffany & Co. that she casually wore to the 2019 Met Gala. You know, just light accessorizing. And let's not even start in her bag collection, because if you thought your obsession with handbags was bad, Kendall's entire closet is an investment portfolio. Her Hermes Birkin bag collection alone is worth millions. One Birkin, at least $20,000. But Kendall, she has several limited edition pieces worth up to $150,000 each. That's not a handbag, that's a house deposit. But it's not all high-priced items for Kendall. Sometimes she likes to indulge in less expensive items. Like the time she was at the Late Show with Jimmy Fallon. As usual, her outfit ate, but it was her handbag we were locked onto. This time, Kendall was carrying a Prada nylon shoulder bag worth $1,590. Now that might sound a tad expensive to you and me, but compared to what we've seen the Kardashians walk the streets with, that bag is basically giving clearance sale. But let's move away from cheap things, definitely using the term cheap very loosely here, and let's talk about Kendall's face. It's literally one of the most recognizable in the world, and maintaining it, yeah, that doesn't come cheap. She swears by La Mer, a luxury skincare brand where just a single jar of face cream costs over $500. And that's just the moisturizer. Her full skincare lineup, easily over $2,000. But hey, when your face is literally part of your brand, dropping a few grand on skincare is just another Tuesday. And that, my friends, is how Kendall keeps that $60 million net worth on a never-ending shopping spree. But hey, in Kendall's world, money practically grows on trees. Or at least that's what she thinks.
Kendall, you have to think about what you're asking for because money doesn't grow on trees.
Yes, it does. It's paper.